Hi VC, back again. Yes, here I am with a vinyl Wodge. Um, It's been much better pickings lately around my neck of the woods. And where did I get this one from? Oh no, this is an eBay batch that I got off a particular seller, and he seems to sell goes in fits and spurts. But um, every so often he has a real good bunch of records on for, and you can pick them up for fairly cheap. Some of these I paid a wee bit over the odds, but well, over the odds for me. That's still dirt cheap for everybody else because I'm such a skinflint, and I really begrudge paying lots of money for records. Anyway, here we go, especially second-hand ones. New ones, yeah, okay. Right, start off with a bit of new wave pop. Well, they're classified as new wave pop. I don't know where to put them, but it's Katrina and the Waves. Yes, they of Walking on Sunshine Annoyance. I'm sorry, I think it's a brilliant pop song. I love it. It makes me feel happy. And so does the rest of this album. Um, I love the song Going Down to Liverpool. And it's just a great sunshine album. There you go. Total sunshine album. Absolutely fantastic. I think that's should it be that way? Should it be that way? I don't know, we'll put it that way. There we go, Katrina and the Waves. I like it anyway. Utter Beauty next. Utter Beauty. Yeah, it's David Sylvian's Brilliant Trees. This was his first solo album after after Japan split, or he broke them up, pretty much. But this is just drop dead gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if you don't fall in love with Sylvian's voice, then really there's no hope, to be honest. I really, whatever. But there was actually some top 40 singles. I think Ink in the World got in the top 20. I think that even got him on top of the pops, I think. Red Guitar was a single as well, I think. But it's just gorgeous. And I saw him, was it once or twice in concert? And he's just fantastic in concert. Absolutely fantastic. His voice is just one of those voices, isn't it? Just fantastic. Bit of straight ahead rock now. Here we go. I think, was it Headley showed this a couple of weeks back? And I actually took possession of it on the day before he showed it. I just haven't got around to doing this. But this is great. Dave Edmunds, repeat when necessary. Real good rocking stuff. I think it's one of those rock pile albums that him and Nick Lowe recorded, and because of contractual things, they weren't actually called rock pile albums, but they were split between Nick Lowe's record company and Dave Edmunds' record company. But this is one of them, and it's a cracking little record. This is. Biggest track on here was Girls Talk, which I think was a UK top 10 hit. Fabulous. Crawling from the Wreckage, great. Black Lagoon, just so many little good rockers on both sides. Queen of Hearts, just excellent stuff. Really good stuff. And there's your man. Right. The next album I started off listening to, and I really wasn't sure about this. And then as I progressed, it's a double album, and as I progressed through it, I realised, wow, the guitar playing is smoking on this. And it's Santana Moonflower. I started listening to it, and I thought, oh, this is a bit Muzaki for the first couple of tracks. But then once Mr. Santana kicks his guitar off, oh my goodness me. This is a really odd record because half of it is live and half of it is studio. But unlike other live studio albums like Cream did and other people did, it's all intermixed. So you might get a couple of studio tracks, then a live track, then another studio, then a couple more live tracks. It's just really odd mix. I'm not sure it's the best idea. It doesn't really, I don't think it flows that well. But once you get onto the second record is when I think there's more live stuff on there. The second record opens with a really good cover of She's Not There. originally by the Zombies. And then he just seems to crank it up. I mean, it's absolutely incredible he's playing. I was gobsmacked by the playing on here. So much so that I went on the net and I downloaded and burnt a bootleg of the same tour that the live tracks for this record was recorded, so I could hear the whole concert, and that's brilliant as well. My goodness me. If you'd asked me a year ago, would I be into Santana, then the answer would have been a definite no. But some of this stuff on here is excellent, really brilliant. Gobsmacked. Record I've been meaning to get for a fair while, and I'm so pleased it's turned out to be worthwhile. I absolutely loved playing this. It's McCartney 2. Whoops, nearly dropped it. This is a cracking little record. This is recorded after Wings had split up. No, it wasn't. It was recorded towards the end of the Wings days, and then it was released once Wings had split up. I think that's right. Basically, it's him on his farm, McCartney on his farm, wherever it is in Scotland somewhere, just playing about with ideas, and just sounds like he's having a bit of a ball. Actually, he's just trying all different stuff. I mean, the single I remember from when I was about 11, it was massive, Coming Up, and that brilliant video that he did where he played all the different pop stars, just brilliant. Then you've got a really odd little song called Temporary Secretary, and I really like it. On the Way, Waterfalls is a single, I know that. And then on the second side, you've got sort of 3 instrumentals, which I would never have guessed that he'd stick on an album, but they work really well. And then you've got a couple of Dark Room's a good song, and then a gorgeous ballad, One of These Days, at the end. Absolutely gorgeous. Just him just playing about, fanning about, and sounding all the better for it, to be honest. I know James Griffiths loves Tug of War, which I think, was that the next album? I'm sure James will put me right on that. I think that came out in 82. I've heard that. I do not like it. And then I think it was Pipes of Peace in 84. And I got bought that as a Christmas present one year. But it really is, a lot of it is, this is the real deal. If you're going to get an early 80s McCartney album, get this one, because it's great. Loved it. And another one that James will be happy to see. I'm sure James Griffiths likes this. I think he does. Anyway. Jerry Rafferty, City to City. Yeah, it's the one with Baker Street on it. And although nothing on the album really does quite live up to that, and that, especially that solo, it's a good record. I'm definitely going to spin it again. I've only played this once, so I haven't really got into it yet, but it's a really good record. I really enjoyed listening to this. I mean, it's a Fame reissue, which I'm not great about, but then I only got it for £1, so I'm not going to complain. What I might do is, if I see a really good condition, because you can pick this up all over the place, just that I haven't seen a really nice condition original yet, so if I do that, then I'll do an upgrade and send this to somebody maybe. But yeah, Flying Away, there we go, brilliant. Right, the last album, oh no, a couple more albums and one 12-inch to go. Next up is 80s, well, is it a synth pop classic? Well, one side of it is absolutely classic. The other side I'm not so sure about yet. But it's Pet Shop Boys Please, their debut album. Very plain cover. But then you've got the inner, lots of pictures of them, which kind of makes up so you've got something to look at. Side 1, blimey, what a run of songs. I mean, it starts off with 2 divided by 0, which is good in itself. It's a really good album track. But then you get West End Girls, Opportunities, Love Comes Quickly, and Suburbia. I mean, that is close to a perfect side of music. That is incredible. And then maybe it's because I just not really am not as familiar with the material on side 2. But it did sort of take a bit of a dive on side 2. But I'm definitely going to listen to that again, if only for side 1. But that doesn't mean I won't play side 2 as well. Side 1, incredible pop. Absolutely incredible pop. Really pleased I got this. And it's quite a clean copy as well. Not in too bad condition. Not that much dirt on it, which is good. Marvellous. Little bit out of my usual territory, like 80s pop, metal and whatever, rock and stuff. I bought this, I picked this up as well because it was going for 99p. I put a bid in for £1 and it sold for 99p, so I added it to the package. This one, Jumping at the Woodside by Count Basie and his orchestra. This is steaming. This is great. Now, I watched a series of documentaries on jazz because I didn't have a clue. I still don't really have much of a clue, but I've got a better idea. And I sort of kind of gauged from my what I've heard and what I've liked so far of jazz that I would be interested in sort of the later period of jazz. So, say, post-war jazz. And I watched, I think the first episode I saw was all about bebop, and to be honest, not sure about that. Then it carried on through the 60s, and there's a few artists that I've got an eye on that I might try out. And then we got to avant-garde jazz, which is where it kind of clicked a bit more. Maybe because of rock and using sort of that avant-garde jazz, and it's being on like the Stooges and all kinds of stuff I actually do listen to. The really noisy shit, so maybe I'm going to investigate that. But I sort of ignored all the stuff that came before it, but this is great. Really enjoyed listening to this. Apparently it's Jumping at the Woodside is a semi-standard apparently, but I wouldn't be able to tell you. This was, now I don't know when this was recorded. I think it was recorded, I think these are 78s that were re-recorded in the 60s. So they were originally recorded in the late 30s, and then this was put out in the mid-60s. And I think, I'm not sure if this is a later reissue or not. It's on Coral via MCA. It's mono, so I'm thinking that is an original, well, a very early pressing of this album. But who cares? It's great. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'll be sampling a few more selected works from Count Basie. Trying them out first, then maybe buying them if I like them. But terrific. And then just to round off, is this 12-inch single by a band called The Farm. Now, people in the UK will know The Farm for their song All Together Now, which was a top 5 hit in, I don't know, about 1990, was it? I personally can't stand that. I really can't stand that song. It just turns me. Really inexplicably, I suppose. But anyway, before that, they released a lot of good singles. A lot of Groovy Train was a big hit. Their version of Stepping Stone is a fantastic baggy song. But this was released, this is their first single, and this was released in '84, which is way before Baggy. I had no idea they were going that far before. But this is kind of a post-punk infused pop. I suppose that's what I'd describe it as. It's got pretty pretty heavy bass lines, but it's kind of got brass, and it's got, I'm sure there's brass on it, and quite poppy at the same time. So, do you call it post-pop? I don't know. Anyway, who cares? Produced by Suggs, who also sings up backing vocals on it. This is a really good song. And you get Hearts and Minds, the original version, followed by a dub version, which is just one with the vocals off there. She just called it instrumental because it's not really dub, it's slightly longer as well. And then you get a really good track called Information Man and another track called Same Old Story, which I can't remember how it goes. So I suppose that tells you what. But overall, really good 12-inch. I'm really glad I've got that. The Farm, Hearts and Minds. Well, there you go, VC. My latest vinyl batch. Well, it's not my latest because I've got all this lot here. There's my Wodge, my big Wodge, to work through. There's one shop in my city. It's going through a golden period for records. They seem to be chucking loads of stuff out there at the moment, and a lot of it is in really sweet condition. I mean, I go through the racks and I'll pick out about 30 or 40, and then I'll probably put 20 back because the condition's not good. I just won't touch them. But these ones are absolutely sweet. Some of them I'm sure haven't been played, but you'll find out more about what I've picked up in the next few videos. So, hope you enjoyed that. Hope it's given you some ideas for your own collecting, your own purchases, and cheers. See you later, VC. Bye.